All right, guys, what's up? I got the keys here, back with another video. Today we're doing a live. I'm excited about it. The last one was fun. Unfortunately, it got deleted because it was not posting. I don't know what was going on. Um, so I lost that. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of upset me, but I didn't let it get to me. I said, you know what? This is the universe telling me that I need to relax and just take it, as a sign that the next one will be even better, right? So, first thing I want to do is just surround ourselves in love and source is light, right? So, I call in the source of all creation, the one solar Christ Logos, to be with us now, to surround us in its divine light and love, to make this a sacred, holy space full of 0 point angels. We call in the holy Elohai to surround us now, to create a high vibrational space for anybody else coming in, to clear energy so that we have a fresh start. Okay. So, with that being said, guys, um, what up, Brooke? The topic today is I am everything and nothing, right? This is what oneness is. It's that space in between the two, right? So you have everything that you see, right, which is God, but also everything that you don't see, which is also God, right? And this is where people get mixed up because they're like, "Oh, well, I've never seen God," right? It's like they have to see it to believe it instead of believing it before seeing it, right? Um, and I think that's the problem that people acquire is that they can't ever see God, right? Because God is a vibration, right? And we have to match that vibration in order to even experience what God is, right? So it's like we get trapped in our minds a lot, and with that happening, we tend to not be able to connect to God if we're not heart centered, right? If we're not in our heart chakra, right? Attracting what love is, because you are that love, right? So when you can go within yourself, going into the unknown, the nothing within you, right? When you become no thing, quite literally, the body disappears. This is no longer who you are because you are God, right? And that is your essence. So everything and nothing. You are every person. You are every rock. You are every tree. You are every animal, right? This is all you. And it's like we're constantly looking for a validation of what God is. Have you opened your eyes? Have you seen the beautiful world that's all around you? We're on a flying rock in space, guys. Think about that. What else could have created it? I mean, really. And so this is the moment of oneness, right? And you start to realize that not only is everything you, but also the nothing, that space of where everything actually exists, but it's the nothingness. It's black, right? All is black. And all of the light emerges from that blackness, right? And it's a color spectrum. It's not just one. It's not just one thing. Like everybody's like, oh well, source is white light or this, that, and the other thing. It's the full rainbow, guys. You probably see never colors you've never seen before in this space, right? You're gonna see colors that have never been experienced probably. And I had to go through this because it was like when I used to really mess with plant medicines a lot. I would go through these phases of like the world just looked totally different to me, and like I was seeing colors, I mean, that I could never even fathom of, seeing. And I was seeing geometric patterns on the ground, like the one behind me, right? And I would just almost melt into everything else, right? And I become everything. But also, when I closed my eyes, I was nothing. And so when these two realities merge together, now you have embodiment of higher self, right? You're bringing in both now. So you have from nothing, you're creating something. From nothing, you were created, right? Think about that. You were just an essence, and your soul chose to come through your mother, right? The womb. You're in that womb for 9 months in the dark. You have no idea what's going on. All you're doing is hearing sounds, perceiving, observing. And so when we come out of that into the light, right? The light of the world, you are that light. So you're in the darkness, but you're the light in that darkness. And you come out of there shining your light and doing it for not only your soul, but everybody else here, right? There's a lot of people that are asleep here. And our job is to help wake them up. I don't care how it's done, right? But that's our job here is to experience ourselves and recreate ourselves in every given moment. So the more we step into our power, realizing who we are and how we can create and how these things literally are manifesting within our realities. And you can, I mean, you'll see the reflection of people as you start to go, right? It's like at first I just thought I was fucking crazy, guys. Like it's like um I got on like this super high frequency, and nobody could understand me. And it was like, I mean, obviously my ego was still involved, right? Like really, really bigly. And it caused like a um basically I started believing all these false facts about how people are gonna not agree with you, and you're gonna come across this and this. And um but really, once you start to embody oneness, guys, the reflection starts to show up in everybody. Like, even if they're not a perfect person, even if they're in their ego, you still see them as a soul. You still see them as a spirit, right? You see their light for what they are. And like even the people that I don't necessarily like in this world, right? They're still a part of me. And we have to learn to accept that, to stay in oneness, right? So embodying the higher self is a huge challenge for a lot of people. And um I understand, because like I'm still working on this, guys. I am not a perfect person, but I am perfect in God's eyes, right? That's how God sees me. God sees me as just light, love. God only observes. As Brooke said, no judgment. There's nobody judging you. There's nobody condemning you for what you're doing. You are condemning you. You are judging you. That's it. So when you feel like something's wrong, or this, that, and the other thing, that is you, right? The observer judging yourself for doing those things. And we get lost in that. Do the things that make you feel good. Do the things that serve you. Do the things that serve others, right? All right, let's see what people are saying here. Yeah. I am you and I am me. That's right. Yeah, and that's the other thing is like when I first started my journey, guys, it was like YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video, right? I would just keep watching because I wanted the knowledge. I'm like I wanted to be enlightened, right? It was like it was a race to get there, but now I'm realizing that the whole journey is your destination, right? The entire journey is your ride. So enjoy every part of it and not just the good parts. The pain is also serving you something, right? The hardships and stuff like that is also serving you something. It's giving you something to reflect on. It's giving you something to make your light stronger, brighter, right? It's what it's for. Without contrast, we wouldn't know what the opposite is, right? Black and white, dark and light. It's the same idea, right? But oneness is your opening to creating your reality, right? This is when you finally realize that you're the creator. You've been doing everything, right? And the more that we step into being a creator, you know what that means? That means you have the option to create every part of your life, guys. Every part. That means whatever you were wanting, desiring, etc., you can have. You want to win the lottery. You've already won it, right? And I mean, I know that I'm not saying this to enhance your ego. I'm saying that in spirit, everything already exists. So, like I've said before on past videos, there's a timeline where you've won the lottery, right? There's a timeline where you've become a six-figure billionaire, right? There's a timeline where heaven is here and now. There's a timeline where we've created we have Terra, which is 5D Earth, right? And then there's Gaia, 7D Earth. All of them exist now. You're choosing which one to experience. I've seen future timelines, and we've destroyed the Earth quite a few times. So are we gonna decide to make it heaven this time rather than destroy what we love and what we created? Because we can go back to Lemuria and Atlantis, right? They're existing now, and we've also destroyed them in the past, right? The past. So there's timelines where they're still here, and there's timelines where they're fallen, right? I choose the badass fun experience. Yeah, exactly, and that's what it's about. It's about having fun, like we're not here just to make everything business and uh oh, I have to work today, and like I have these bills and blah. I'm like, yes, you have bills. Yes, you may have to work, but that's just part of the human experience, right? So learn to love every part. Learn to love work. What do you do at work that you hate so much, and why are you working there if you hate it? And this is something I had to confront with myself because I didn't like my fucking job, right? And so recently, I've applied for new ones, right? I'm looking for a new one. I'm looking for new opportunities, right? To get out, to change. I have that choice. You always have an option. Even when it seems like there isn't one, I promise you something's being worked out behind closed doors, right? In the unknown. Because if you think God can't bring you something, well, guess what? God can't, right? Because God only says yes. So it's like if you're asking for like if you're focusing on pain and suffering and this, that, and the other thing, you are attracting more of that. God says, okay, if that's what you want, here you go, right? because God only knows by command what you tell it to do, because it is you. So command your experience. What do you want? And I don't mean like I want this car and I want this. I mean like what do you want out of life? Like who are you? What is the purpose of your life? Because I can guarantee you there has to be something. There has to be a reason you're here. You don't exist for no reason. You're a divine being. Like, I mean, think about this. You're you're this meat suit right now. Who made it? How did you get here? How do we have these mystical experiences? Right? So tap back into yourself, guys. This is your time, right? This is your time to shine. It's now. It's not in the future. It's not in the past. It's now. It's time to create your timeline. How do you want your world to look? Right? It's like Brooke said, I choose to create love. I choose to create heaven here and now. Right? I choose to fulfill my purpose here and to give life to others whenever I can, right? I mean, I'm not perfect. I still judge. I still have an ego, but I make the best of it every day and I learn, right? I find new knowledge, new wisdom. I know everything when I need to know it. And that's what matters, right? Yes, Kat. Yes. You get to decide who you are and what you're here for anytime you want. You can snap a finger and redefine yourself in an instant and watch everything change around you because you are the universe. She's right. And so like a lot of times we create things for ourselves that subconsciously we don't really want to experience, right? But even in that, there's beauty because even in the stuff we unconsciously manifest, there's an answer, right? How do we manifest that? How do we even get to that point, right? So if we can consciously manifest and stay aware of what we're choosing to think about, what we're choosing to say, what we're choosing to do, because that's your Holy Trinity, thoughts, words, and actions, right? Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, right? The Spirit is your action. That is your animating force. The Force within Star Wars is it's the same thing, right? You are Anakin, the Skywalker, walking on the astral waters, right? Just like Jesus did. Jesus said, you will be better than me, even, right? You will be me or better. So let's resurrect ourselves, right? Bring ourselves back from the dead, be the phoenix, rise above it, be the sun, shine your light on the dark things happening. Because without awareness of the things happening, they no longer exist, right? So like even the world disasters and stuff that we're focusing on, we could choose to focus on them being solved already, creating communities to help the people, right? Dude, Brooke is the best cheerleader ever, seriously. You guys know I love doing this shit because my fucking pupils are huge right now. Look at that. uh, but yeah, so it's like because they say that your pupils get huge whenever you're looking at something you love, right? And I'm looking at myself right now. So what does that tell you? But yeah, it's like the more we meld into oneness and meld into God, right? Becoming one, that there's no separation. This reality is so much fun. Like even the stuff that's bad that happens can be fun sometimes. It's like you just learn to laugh at it and you're just like, "Okay, God, what are you bringing me now?" Like, you know what I mean? So it's you never know what's going to show up sometimes. And like yes, you are creating it, but you're not always aware of everything you're creating. And so sometimes we get a surprise attack and it's like, "Whoa, what did my soul bring in?" Right? So, yeah, man. I'm excited for people when they start getting questions and stuff though, because I mean, I don't know everything, but I mean, in some realm I do, right? So I'm excited to like actually get questions in here and like people wondering about things because I mean, I have a lot of answers. They may not all resonate, but the amount of knowledge I have within myself is ridiculous. And sometimes it's hard for me to hold it all. So this is why I actually had to make the YouTube because I literally couldn't deal with it anymore. There was too much flowing through my mind and too much energy within me to sit still and not make a move, right? So it's like you have to take that action. And like Brooks just said, consistent, right? You have to be consistent. And this is the thing with me that I have problems with like procrastinating and stuff because I get down on myself, and I think we all do this. But like a lot of the self doubt and the things that we worry about aren't true. I mean, seriously, if I never made this YouTube channel, I wouldn't have learned the shit I did about myself because I had the time to go and self-reflect to even get the wisdom to bring to you, right? I had to go through all of that. I had to go through all my darkness, my shadows, still going through them, right? And it's like it's a painful journey sometimes. And that doesn't mean that it's the only way to enlightenment, right? You could have a perfect, ice cream and sundaes type of life and you just know, right? So it's your experience, right? Some people choose pain and suffering to get to that point, and other souls choose to have the most fantastic, woo woo type of party. So, like, yes, this is a dream. It's a dream within a dream within a dream, right? Once you die, you wake up again. That's just how it goes. And I've experienced it because I have died quite a few times in this life. I actually was in an accident when I was 17, and I'm pretty sure I died that day in another timeline, right? And I've had moments where I've blacked out and stuff, and I don't remember what happened, so I could have died on those moments too, right? We never know when the end is because it's infinite, right? There is really no end. You're always recreating yourself. So, you know what I mean? Everything around you is you. The room you're in is you. The TV behind me is you, right? It's all you. It's all energy. Energy cannot be destroyed nor created. That means you always existed. But how did you get here on this planet? Think about it. And this planet is one of the hardest ones to be in. So your soul chose to come here to experience these things and level up, right? To remember yourself. Because sometimes we lose parts of ourselves and we forget. We get amnesia, especially coming through this veil, right? There's a cloud over our eyes and we forget. We're like, whoa, I have this body now. What is this? And then you have to learn how to walk and write and eat and do all this stuff. So now you have a personality, but that's not who you are, right? That's an ego that we create. And now we have this perception of, oh, I'm Tyler, right? Like, yes, in one sense you are, and that's a perception. That's true. Technically you are. Yes, you are this body, you are this experience right now. But in eternity, this is not who you are. You are the everlasting spirit, right? You are holy, whole within yourself. So, I mean, literally, you are a magical being of pure love. And love seeks to create more of itself, right? Because love is creation itself. So it's like we are everything experiencing nothing, right? Because in that nothing is where everything exists. So yeah, it looks like a world out here, right? It looks like there's something in front of our eyes, but is there really? It's a tangible reality. This means we can open portals. We can I've had shit disappear in my house and then I find it like the next day in the same spot I was looking for it the day before and it wasn't there. I've literally had shit go missing. Like um now I know there's certain spirits that do this shit and they play games with you. But you have to remember those are also a part of you, right? And so like I see shadow figures quite a few times in a day. I mean, they'll just out of peripheral vision, right? I see balls of light that come past me. So I mean, it's undeniable that there's energy within you and around you, right? There's no way you can't feel the vibration within you. I mean, just take a second to like feel your hands, clap them together. Do you not like do you feel the energy? Do you know what I mean? There's a current flowing through you. Electric. What is electric? It's light, right? I think that stuff is just the universe reminding you that this character and this story is being created by you. Right. Well, yeah, it is. And that's the thing. It's like this is the funny part about reality is that like there's also somebody that is the complete opposite of me, right? And they don't believe any of this shit, right? And so their reality is um let's have a bag of chips, play some video games, smoke weed, whatever. My reality is always how do I get to the next part of myself, right? Which I'm not judging. I'm just observing here because this is what I see. I see a lot of unconsciousness, right? I see a lot of people that are still very much asleep. Um, but I also know that they have a higher self, right? They have a soul that's guiding them, even if they don't believe in that. And it's like we can learn to see everybody this way and really understand from within the heart, right? The earth is your heart, right? Um, and there's love within that, and everybody has love within them, even the ones that have become heartless, right? And so, like, even these people in Hollywood that everybody tells you to don't listen to their music, blah, blah, blah. Guys, if you like their music, listen to it. However, yes, there may be spells and lower vibrational things in it, but there's a balance with everything, right? So, like, you can listen to that music and you may take in a little bit of it, but you can also learn to just love whatever you're doing. And if you love that song, go listen to it. It's not that big of a deal. It's not going to hurt you that much, right? And like there's people saying, "Oh, I don't watch scary movies anymore." Blah blah blah. Do you enjoy the scary movies? Because there's a lot of that too. It's like you can't enjoy this because it has poison in it. You can't have this because it'll kill your hair, or it's there's always something like, and that was one thing I recognized in the whole spiritual community, right? There's always like something you need to change. You need to become vegan, right? If you eat meat, you're not spiritual. And so I had to really push myself out of that because it trapped me in a way. It was like I felt like I wasn't doing enough. Oh, because I'm not vegan. Guess what? I still eat hamburgers, guys. I still get divine knowledge. I still have crown chakra. So don't let this bullshit take over, right? It's like you have your own perception. Your perception creates your reality. So whatever you believe, which a belief is a reoccurring thought, right? So whatever you believe is what's going to show up. So when is the time that you're going to take to be yourself and to really take in your higher self and be something, right? No more of this average life, right? There's more within you to create something great for yourself, to be something great, right? And not that you aren't already, but you're not acknowledging it. God lives within you. That means you're the temple, right? You are the house, right? I live in dimensions of my Father, right? Dimensions. Because through each door that we walk through, there's a new reality, right? Every door you walk through in a physical reality even is a portal, right? You could literally walk into another room and feel the energy change. I mean, it's literally that simple. And yeah, the what Brooke just said here about the spiritual ego. This is like everybody has one, guys. Don't tell me you don't. That's bullshit. You're not perfect, right? And things can go sideways with a spiritual ego, right? Because you start to get wrapped up in things and like, oh, it's only your way or nobody else's, right? And that traps us too, because then we can't progress further because we're not seeing everybody as a sovereign being. We're not seeing everybody as free and able to choose their own life, right? So like, yeah, there's people that believe in Jesus and that he died on the cross for them. Um, However, I don't like that. I don't like that belief because then that makes me death. That makes me the one that killed Jesus, right? So I choose not to only not believe in that. And I'm not saying it didn't happen, right? This is like but there's a metaphorical reason for it too. And Jesus was showing us that even through everybody hating you, right? Even through all the adversity, he still chose to love everyone. And that's the most important part of the entire story, is that he chose oneness. He chose to be literally what God would be in a physical manifestation, right? So if somebody was so-called perfect, well, he was pretty damn close, right? And like there's a goal to be like him, right? But why don't you ever want to be like you? You know what I mean? Because Jesus was just a person. But also within that person, God existed. G is us. G's us, right? God is us. Even Yeshua. Yes, you are a God. It's always been you. So when do we put down the fears? When do we put down the ego? When do we put down everything that's holding us back from taking an action to create a new life, right? You have that choice now. Are you feeling depressed? I no longer choose to feel depressed. I choose to feel happy in this moment, right? And I affirm that to myself. And then I go within and I say, what would that feel like? And I picture myself literally being flooded with that emotion, right? And it you can feel it in the moment. I mean, it's not just woo-woo, bullshit. This is the real you, right? No, and this is what I was saying, Kat, is like the whole thing with Jesus is that people called him this, that, and the other thing. He's a demon and that's Satan and blah blah blah. And um even God will tell you that people are gonna call you this, right? Because you're in a world full of people that are asleep, it looks blasphemous to them. You're not God. Are you serious? You could never be God. You're just a human being. But they're not looking past the human suit, right? They're not looking past the skin and bones. They're not looking into the eyes of that person and seeing the presence within them, right? The gift of presence. There's a reason words are the way they are. Your presence is a present when we're present in the moment. Every moment is pre-sent, right? Yes. I think we're all weird. I think that's if you're not weird, I mean, I don't think you're normal. So a little bit of judgment there. But we just go with it, right? Yeah, hug the trees. Yeah, I'm like the Lorax, man. I'm out here with the trees, bees, and all the leaves. You know what I'm saying? I think I want to do a live outside maybe next time or something. I'm also thinking about one of the guys mentioned it in the lighthouse about doing a live meditation, which I think would be cool as shit. I mean, like I've done group meditations and stuff with other people, but I think it would be cool to lead my own. Um, I don't know how it would go about yet, but that would be fucking awesome. I'm just thinking about it now. If I had a bunch of people in here and just joining in, meditating with me, and then we could maybe, I don't know, we could bring in some kind of Come on, bring it to me. Like it, I mean, I don't want to do another healing because I think I have a pretty good meditation for that on my channel already with Archangel Michael. Um, but maybe we could focus on some of the, things going on in the world right now so that we could dispel them and, you know, create something better rather than what we're seeing. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm pretty good at leading meditations and stuff because I mean, I have that like that type of energy. So for me, that's actually fun to me, and it's also easy because I experience it every day when I do it myself. So it's like um, I know how to lead somebody to source. I know how to get them to picture it and to really feel what source feels like. And like obviously this could be easier for some others than other people, but we're gonna figure it out, right? And every moment's divine for me, so I'm patient with this, and I know that everything will work out when it's ready to, right? And I'll know when I need to know, and so whatever this decision comes to as far as a meditation, just know it's gonna be fucking awesome. So I'm excited for that. But I think that's definitely going to be one of the things I do want to do once the audience gets a little bigger, maybe. But um, for now, this is where we're at because um, I only have a couple of people in here at the moment. Like, I think I had 8 last time, and there's been like 6 or 7 in here the entire time, which that's great. I'm happy with that. I don't even care. I'm glad if even one person showed up, right? So Um, even if nobody showed up, I don't care. I'm here to make the video. So even if nobody showed up and I made this video, they can see it later, right? The wisdom's still within it, and that's all that matters to me is bringing what my soul has to offer, right? And hopefully that's help for anybody watching, right? So yeah, guys, it's within you, right? It's time. It's time to be the best you. So, with that being said, it's been almost 45 minutes here. That's what I said I was going to do for this one. I'm hoping that this shit actually uploads this time. Um, if not, hopefully I can figure out why it's doing that. And um, yeah, because I was really pissed off about the last one being deleted. Like, I mean, a whole 30 minutes of me talking, right? And I was like, damn, I just wasted so much energy on that. And like, now it's gone. And I got upset about it, and I'm just like, no, it's not worth being upset, right? So like I chose in that moment to choose another reality, right? That's not the reality I wanted. I'm not going to be mad because something technology screwed up, right? I'm just going to keep moving, make another one because I have all that wisdom within me. I don't need to it doesn't have to be all in one video, right? I can bring it in any form or fashion, right? So, I'm going to end it here. And I hope you guys had a fantastic time. Hopefully, you learned something. Hopefully, you're able to take something and integrate it into your life, right? So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.